Okay, everybody. Okay, all of us are about to embark upon a grand experiment that we're going to make this attempt to live stream this out to like all of the internets, not just one. So back there, are we ready? Are we live? Oh shit, okay. Well, yeah, right, what can go wrong? Well, thank you very much. Yet another Ignatz Awards, and I don't even know what number this one is, and that's kind of 26. Okay, I've been corrected. The 26th annual Ignatz Awards. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. And I also want to thank everybody for masking. No, seriously, it's one of those things that, you know, we had exhibitors cancel at the last minute, we had volunteers cancel at the last minute, all for COVID. So thank you very much for masking, and we'll do that again tomorrow, except for me up here, because then you can't hear me, and it doesn't record very well. So first off, I want to, I want to thank a bunch of people, because there's a whole executive committee that we work pretty much year-round to put this on. So I want to go through the names and tell you who's who, and hopefully some of them are here, although most probably a bunch of them was probably asleep. And I, quite frankly, wouldn't blame them in the least, okay? So, and this is in no particular order. I've literally scribbled this down so I don't forget anybody's names, because in previous years I have. So, so starting out, we have Bailey Kung, who, yay, Bailey. She handles all the production on the program guide. She handles production on all the signs that we do. It's her company that is now live streaming this, so we're in their great hands. And you'll see her at headquarters. We have Michael David Thomas right here in the front. We have Jeff Sealer. I don't know if Jeff is in here. So, while we both kind of tag team the hotel, but the weekend of the hotel, he handles all that stuff, because I'm like running around like a maniac. We have Mr. Eric Dunham, who's all the way in the back, if I'm not mistaken. And Eric and I undertook this, we were like, what are we doing? We basically rewrote the entire SPX website, the two of us. And I can't thank Eric enough for helping out on that, okay? Empress Linda over here. Linda helps out with the special guests. We have Megan Raley. Is she here today? So Megan helps out with a lot of the registration stuff. We have Catherine Frost, who is our I call, huh? She's sleeping. Oh yes. See, I told you. Okay. She is the doyenne of dollars. She is our treasurer, to whom I bow. Okay, then we have Rusty and Joe, who set up out front, and they handle all of the print production. Then to confuse things, we've got another Megan, but this one's M-E-A-G-A-N instead of M-E-G-A-N, just to confuse things. And she is running, we now have a signing table where special guests whose publishers aren't at the show, they sign for us, and she's in charge of all that and book outreach, and she's been doing a great job. We have Yitzi Paul, who handles all of our tech stuff, and so everything works. We have Rob Clow over here, all the programming. He and where are Alice and Teppy? So the three of them have created all of these workshops and all of the program panels. And they just do a phenomenal job. So, and then we have Devon Sanders, I hope he's around here. So he handles a lot of the volunteer training stuff, and I'll get back to that in a second. And someone who actually was here as a publisher for many years, Chris Pitzer, I kind of wrangled him in to help me out with the exhibitor room. So he's back. And actually, this year there were over 100 volunteers who came just to help us out on this day. And they were. So I know there are a lot of exhibitors in the room, and I want to thank you for contributing to the Library of SPX collection at the Library of Congress. We are so psyched about the number of people who give us donations every year so that we preserve the culture of SPX. And if someone from the Library of Congress comes around, please consider, because there are a lot of people here from the lottery and have never been here before, we consider the preservation of the works of the people in this room paramount to our existence. And the Library of Congress collection now contains over 10,000 pieces from the people from this community. Okay? And so tonight we're going to be honored by Ngozi Ukazu is going to give a keynote speech. And I want to give a special thanks out to Crowdfunder, who was kind enough to go ahead and sponsor the Ignatz Awards again this year. And on that, I'm going to have David Barash come up and say a few words, and then we'll rock and roll into Ngozi, and then boom, hit it.
Thanks, Warren. That was the longest acceptance speech that I hope we hear tonight. My name is David Barash. I am the president of Crowdfunder. It's a real privilege for us to have been invited back to sponsor the Ignatz Awards again, now for the second year in a row. And so thank you, Warren, and the rest of the SPX team for letting us do that. The Ignatz Awards celebrate the best comics produced this year. But I think all of us know that just putting your art out there at all is a great accomplishment in and of itself. And that's why we started Crowdfunder, as a way to help creators get the funding they need to produce their great work. For those who don't know us, Crowdfunder is a B Corp and a social impact company. And we are firmly committed to supporting diversity and inclusion in comics, just like this amazing SPX community that has been so welcoming to us as an alternative indie crowdfunding platform. I've had the pleasure of working with several of you on your Crowdfunder campaigns, some of which have been nominated for Ignatz Awards tonight. And I really appreciated the feedback you've provided on ways that we can make Crowdfunder even better for you. The Crowdfunder team is excited to congratulate the Ignatz Award nominees and winners, and each of you who are getting your art out there. Enjoy the 2023 Ignatz Awards. Thank you.
Well, hi. How y'all doing? Yeah. Hi. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Francesca Lynn. I'm this year's Ignatz Awards coordinator. I am not the host. I am like the move it along, get back coach for this. And when I say move it along, I mean, I want all of the winners to have their moment to shine. You all take your time saying things, but all you presenters, let's please give everyone, full recognition, but keep it moving because I'm aware that everyone had a very long day today, right? And it's going to have a very long day tomorrow as well, right? Before I introduce our keynote speaker, I wanted to also make sure to mention a couple of things. The first thing is for both the presenters and the winners, the award is a brick. It is an actual brick that is not attached to the wooden stand that it's sitting on. So, if you're accepting either giving or receiving said brick, make sure you're holding the brick and the stand as you're walking, because we are a room full of cartoonists in what is currently called the United States that does not have socialized health care. Right? And this has happened a few times where this brick has fallen on people's feet. People are gasping, but it's been okay. But please be careful of this. We want this to be a shining thing. And I also wanted to take another moment also to thank the volunteers again, particularly shout out to Gabriel, who helped me bring all these bricks in and everything. Yes, and you all are indispensable, and thank you so much. Also, if anything goes wrong at this, it is my fault. Blame me and talk to me about it, because everyone else that has agreed to participate, you all have been wonderful, and thank you all very much. I'd like to announce our keynote speaker. You probably all know her best from Check Please. Please, everyone, give a warm welcome to Ngozi Okazu.
Oh my God, Francesca, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I will not drop or throw any bricks. And thank you, SPX, for having me as the 26th annual keynote speaker for the Ignatz Awards. I got some adjectives mixed up there, but it's fine. Yeah, guys, actually give it up for SPX right now, please, so much. It is amazing that we get to be here. Hi, so my name is Ngozi Okazu, and I made a comic called Check Please, yeah. Actually, the first time I ever had self-published books at a convention, and the first time I ever bought Check Please to a convention was here at SPX in 2015. My very first SPX, yeah. Y'all, times have changed. Times have changed. Today, a representative of Gen Z came up to me and was like, oh my God, this is so cute. You know what this reminds me of? Have you heard of Heartstopper? Have you ever had a question give you arthritis? Y'all, oh my God, I felt so old. My back started hurting. Like, I started getting targeted ads for senior living communities. Like, I love Alice and I love Heartstopper, but asking me if I've ever heard of Heartstopper, it's like asking Lance Bass if he's ever heard of BTS. It's like, I get it, I'm old. It's like, oh, BTS, well, I've heard of the BEATLES. Yeah, I'm old. But seriously, guys, I'm so happy to be here at SPX. Like, really, I hope everyone's excited. Like, really soak this in, really appreciate the moment, because we don't know what's going to happen, okay, in the future. I'm not talking about like another pandemic, okay? Industries change. Y'all, it's hot labor summer. Yeah. If comics had a union, we would be striking right now. Oh my God. Could you imagine? I will start singing Imagine like Gal Gadot. Could you imagine publishers dealing with striking cartoonists? Oh my God. It'd be like, for every day that we don't get a fair deal, we will add one panel to the Zootopia anti-abortion comic. Some of you have blank faces. You don't need to know what that is. You don't need to know. Oh my God. No, like the publishers in New York, they'd be looking down on our picket lines like, oh my God, their picket signs are so beautiful. And then after a while, when we didn't give up, they would just be like, how can these cartoonists be so relentless? They haven't been paid. It's almost like they're used to not being paid. Yeah. There is some, like, what time is it right now? It's like, what is it, 10? Yeah, there is some, like, night owl French comic book artist who's awake and watching this live stream and is just like, oh, it is so easy. Just everyone simply get together and withhold your labor. It's so simple. No, I'm kidding. I actually love my publishers. Hi for a second. Hi. And I'm drawing for DC Comics too. They're watching this live stream and they're just like, she's turned against us. Okay, take her out. I'm Batman. But enough about publishers. This is not the big press expo. It's the small press expo. Tonight, I am so honored to deliver this keynote address and to celebrate not just the nominees, but to celebrate the festival that we are all in attendance right now. Guys, my first SPX was in 2015, and my last SPX was in 2018. I've missed y'all. I really have. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of comic book conventions, but there's no other place like SPX. It's the only place where talent meets community. It's where you see what new art styles are bubbling to the top. It's where you hear what cartoonists are indulging in. It's where you feel what is going on in the world of comics. It's a barometer, it's a compass, it's a seismograph. That's SPX. I was going to say that SPX is your Twitter timeline come to life. But if that were true, this room would be on fire. And there'd be a billionaire sitting in the middle of it going, this is fine. Now, shout out to Casey Green, who invented the this is fine dog. Shout out to Casey Green. Yeah, but times have changed since my first Small Press Expo. More than ever, comics are synonymous with big corporate productions. Superhero movies, which are lovely and fine. Okay, I was really waiting for someone from DC to cut my mic. But everyone who is here at SPX, we know comics are more than that. They can be anything. They can do anything. They're accessible to everyone, and anyone can make them. Anyone can make them. We know what comics can do, and we know that comics are powerful. Times have changed since my first SPX because comics are more powerful than ever, and more than ever, they're under attack. Your voices are under attack. My voice is under attack. Check please, my comic has been banned in some small towns in Texas. Something I would have never imagined when I was doing my first Kickstarter, that Check Please would be banned. Banning comics does two things. First, it removes access. And this removal severs a potential connection that a reader could have with the world that could save their life or a world that can change it. The second thing that banning does, and I think this is actually more damning, is when you ban a book, it tells the reader, whatever this graphic novel represents for you, whatever this comic inspires in you, whatever part of this story is you. Banning tells the reader, dear reader, you are wrong, that there's something wrong with you. Esteemed guest of SPX 2023, comic festivals like this one, rooms like this one, functions like these, this is where we make things right. We know that comics are powerful because anyone can make a comic. Anyone can write a comic. You can write a comic about coming out to your parents. You can write about being black in the summer of 2020. You can illustrate the statistics of violence against the Asian community. You can draw the story of reproductive rights in America. You can make a portrait of trans joy. We know that comics are powerful because anybody can pick up a pencil and make a comic, and to some people, that's scary as hell. It's terrifying. Us gathering here at the Small Press Expo in Bethesda, Maryland, to celebrate voices in comics, it seems like such a simple thing, but it is also rebellion. The Ignatz Awards that we're about to see, yes, we're honoring the nominees for their talent, but as a community, we're recognizing them and we know that by simply creating, you rebel. By creating art and being a person of color, you rebel. By creating art and being queer, you rebel. By creating art and being differently abled, you rebel. By creating art and making and telling the stories of people who cannot create art themselves, you rebel. Every single one of these nominees is a rebel. This convention is already halfway over, and my only action for everyone here is tomorrow, amplify. If you see anything on the show floor that you like, or you think a friend might like, or you think a kid in your neighborhood might need, A, give that cartoonist like a lot of money, and B, lift them up. See how far you can spread that story. Do the opposite of banning. Make things right. I think that sometimes making things right is finding the weirdest thing you can find and spreading it around. Like, yeah, SPX is the only place where you can like meet someone that you haven't seen in 5 years and be like, are you still working on those Garfield zines? That's for Gail Galligan, I'm sorry, I'm throwing you under the bus, Gail. But SPX is about discovery. A quick story, then I will get out of here. But I remember at my first SPX, it was the first time I had my self-published books. And since it was the first time, there was a line kind of forming. And this woman came up and she was very firmly but politely kind of cut to the front of the line and was like, okay, I have my money in hand. I just need to buy this book and get back to my table. And I was like, I am so sorry. You just cut all these people. I'm going to have to send you to the back of the line. And she was like, I have to get back to my booth. I'm exhibiting. I'm so sorry. Can you just buy it? I just want to buy this. You don't even have to sign it. And I was like, I'm so sorry, ma'am, but you're going to have to go to the back of the line. And eventually she was like, okay, I'll just try to come before the end of the show. And as she was walking away, the next person in line was like, wow, that second editor really wanted your book. Anyway, that's how I met my editor. Small Press Expo is where you discover things. Small Press Expo is where you excitedly rush up to someone's table and you say, "Ooh, you know what this reminds me of?" So guys, in so many ways, SPX has changed, but in even more ways, it has stayed the same. Seeing all of you is a lot like coming home. Thank you so much.
Did not expect, I don't know why I didn't expect to like be on the stage and like awkwardly crying like behind. But so that's happening. But I did expect that you all would want more of our keynote speaker. So here to present the very first category for that we have, which is outstanding story, is Ngozi Okazu.
I want to mispronounce Adina Menzel's name. All right, outstanding story. The nominees are Weeds by Kit Anderson, The Impatient Miss S by, this is hard to pronounce, by Ko Yubi. I Owe It to My Parents Not to Come Out by Richard Mercado. Wash Day Diaries, chapter Ride or Die by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith. And Inversion, Lily Thu Firo and Generoso Firo. And the Ignatz goes to Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith.
Wow. I'm sorry I'm crying. Sorry I'm crying. It's been a hard year for both Jamila and I. Wow. And we're so honored. Thank you to everyone who voted. I'm sorry, wow. I wore my Archie socks for good luck. Thank you to everyone who voted. Thanks to Chronicle, Jamila. I think you're watching this. I love you very much. We did it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna not be crying every time someone wins something, but you all are all wonderful. Next to present the award for Outstanding Mini Comic is Caroline Cash. Yeah. Don't be sorry. Thank you.
Okay, hey y'all. Sweet. Mini comics rule. So here we go. And I just read them in order? Great. The first nomination is Farewell by Zhao Fazenda, yeah, by that was published by Coos. Love. I really liked how that one was drawn. And then there's Death Bloom by Yasmin. And then there's Sacred Grove by Celine Luke. And Yasmin's book was published by Lucky Pocket, and this one's self-published, so my bad. And then the next one is Hares on the Mountain by Lee Dean and Salvador Aguilera, also self-published. And then another Coos book, You're the Center of Attention by Gino Weinbrandt. And the winner is Death Bloom by Yasmin.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. Thank you for everyone who voted, and my family and my friends, and shout out to the Bay Area.
Okay, y'all, also, the lights are very bright, so people like looking up and then looking down are having maybe a little bit of issues of seeing the paper. Like I said, no one that's doing anything on here, anything is my fault. It's my fault. I made these lights very bright, okay? The next category is Outstanding Collection, presented by Reagan Buchanan.
Good morning. I'm Reagan, I'm new. Okay. This is Outstanding Collection. The first one is Boodle Fight by Ashley Tapasio, self-published. Canker by Matthew Allison. Grizz Grobus and the Tale of Axon's Heart. Simon Roy, Jess Pollard, and Sergei Nazarov, self-published. Upside Dawn by Jason on Fantagraphics. And Who Will Make the Pancakes by Megan Kelso on Fantagraphics.
I gotta wait for the brick to come down.
Yeah. And the winner is Who Will Make the Pancakes by Megan Kelso.
Oh, it's right here.
Megan Kelso, if you haven't guessed, is not actually here. So we're accepting this award on her behalf and making sure to send it out to her. Thank you so much, Reagan. Yeah, thank you. That's perfect. Please put it back on the table. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, up next we have Outstanding Anthology, presented by Whit Taylor.
Okay. Outstanding Anthology. Here we go. Oh, should I just start? Okay, sorry. Guess I wasn't paying attention. No, I realize actually. I'm just really nervous. Cram Comics issue number 1, Andrew Alexander, Cram Books. Okay, Gliolea, Glacier Bay Books, Emu Roo. Home, a comics anthology on belonging in Ireland today, Catherine Foyle, Dublin Comics Art Festival. Now 12, Eric Reynolds, Fantagraphics. And Shades of Fear, Alison O'Toole and Ashanti Fortson, Bowstring Press. Okay, and the winner is? Oh yeah, I have to. I'm sorry, guys. I still this is my first weekend away from my kids. Okay, cool. Shades of Fear. Alison O'Toole and Ashanti Fortson.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. To start, we want to thank everyone who had a hand in making this book because it's really their work that you're recognizing tonight. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts to Amber, Desalina, Grendel, Jade, Joy, Mar, Molly, Olivia, Shannon, Tess, Maya, Ling, and Kyrie. Thank you so much to all of you. As curators with this anthology, our intention was to make the experience of working on the book as positive as possible by giving our collaborators the space, the support, and as much money as we could to do their best work and to let it shine.
Allison, would you mind picking my glasses?
I would love to.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My glasses need adjusting. The exploitation of artistic labor is at its most visible right now, and it's a reminder that if we're paying for this labor, we need to do more to support creators. Small Press is at the forefront of pushing boundaries of what comics can be. We hope that together, we can also be the forefront of making our art more sustainable. Let's make comics, and let's take care of each other. Thank you. Okay. Amazing. Yes, amazing. Cartoonists are the most charming people I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my gosh. Next up is the category of Outstanding Series, presented by Alec Robbins.
Hello, everybody. Last year, when I was lucky enough to win an award, I did a jump off the stage with the brick and scared everyone. So my advice to whoever wins Outstanding Series, don't do that, even though it wasn't that dangerous. It was fine. For Outstanding Series, we have Fizzle number 4 by Whit Taylor. Maple Terrace number 1 by Noah Van Sciver. Venomyths by Joshua Ray Stevens. Tales of Old Snake Creek by Drew Lerman. And Vuotron Comics and Stories by Sam Sharp and Peach S. Goodrich. And the winner is, let's see the spinning brick. I love this. Tales of Old Snake Creek by Drew Lerman.
Hey everybody, thank you so much. I'm so incredibly happy. Thank you to my favorite person, Lisa, who happens to be my wife. She's so great and she's here with me. Thank you to Neil Brito, who is the publisher of Escape from the Great American Novel. Everyone know Neil? Gosh, he's really the greatest. And thank you to all of you amazing people. When I first started Snake Creek about 5 years ago, I was really just trying to cheer myself up because I was kind of just bummed out. And I started making this comic and posting it on Instagram, which obviously is a hellhole. But regardless, like so many of you kind of paid a little bit of attention, and I felt like my art had a place in the world, which was all I ever really wanted. So I'm so grateful to all of you who might have read it over the years, and thank you for giving me this brick. Crazy Cat, gosh, it's really the greatest comic in the world. And anyway, thank you all so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. And yeah, comics forever. Thanks.
Okay, up next we have Outstanding Online Comic, presented by Kevin Budnick.
Hello. The nominees for Outstanding Online Comic are Growing Up and Getting Out by Lonnie Mann, The God of Arepo by Ramina Lee, Whale Fall by Mara Ramirez, Adversary by Blue Delaquanti, and Trans Classic Movies by Jet Allen. And the winner of Outstanding Online Comic is The God of Arepo by Ramina Lee.
I believe Ramina is not in the building or even in this country at this moment, so we're going to accept this award on their behalf and make sure that they get a brick in the mail very soon. So thank you all very much. Yes, and thank you again, Kevin. Yes. Next up, we have Promising New Talent, presented by Daryl Sidecheck. Brick.
Hello. So the nominees for Promising New Talent are, I had to say it. Pokey by Grayson Bear. My Body Unspooling by Leo Fox. In Limbo by Deb J.J. Lee. I Owe It to My Parents to Not Come Out by Richard Mercado. And Senin by Shanti Ray. And the winner for Promising New Talent goes to Deb J.J. Lee. Here, I'm gonna put it down for you.
I didn't expect to cry. Sorry. I was stimming on my fingers all day, and I put on Purell on all my open wounds by mistake before I got here in the bathroom. I thought I was gonna throw up all day. I think I'm still gonna throw up. I did write something on the Amtrak here, but then I got motion sick, so I stopped and I just forgot to finish. So yeah, I mean, I guess I just really want to thank my agent, Ed Maxwell, and my editor at First Second, Connie Shu. Like, they really had no reason to trust me with like a 350-page graphic novel. Like, I was basically just learning on the job. Like, I literally went to school to work in Silicon Valley. So glad I didn't. Actually, I quit. I love LinkedIn. So I don't know, just for them to believe in me and let me learn on the job and to just be so patient with me while I was panicking for like 5 years was just like insane. And they really, really had to believe in me. And thank you so much for everybody in this room for believing in me too. I feel like everybody took a really massive chance on me. Like, yeah, and just to be in this room and to be associated with like all the nominees is just like, it's bonkers. Like, I never thought I would be here. And I don't know, like, I just really want to say, last thing is like, comics is largely like a solo practice, but community is really what makes us stronger. So it's really what brought each of us here. So let's continue to share each other's work and be transparent with our rates and stand up to billion-dollar corporations. And last thing before I go, I'm sorry this is so long, but actually, a few weeks ago, so if anybody is familiar with the book, it's basically about like me in high school and kind of talking about all the things that were really messed up. And my school district, the superintendent actually got a hold of the book and he read it. And he actually emailed me and he was like, do you want to talk to all your old teachers, like all your elementary, middle school, high school teachers, to tell them like what went wrong and how they could be better? So I did that last week. And yeah, and it went really well. I got a standing ovation, so I got the closure that I was always looking for. So this is really heavy. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, next up presenting, we have 3 more awards to give out. Next up presenting Outstanding Comic is Creota Wilberg.
I could not resist that, sorry. Okay. So here we go, Outstanding Comic. Gordita, Built Like This by Daisy Ruiz. Lemon Yellow, Ciari Quilty Harper. Platonic Love, Aimi. Yay. Forget Me Not, Gabriel Howell. Live Rock Part 1, Aquarium Life by Ross Jackson. Okay, good. I was waiting for the spinning brick. So, and the winner is Gordita, Built Like This by Daisy Ruiz.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Daisy can't be here. Jamila's not here either. Hey, Jamila, I think you're still watching. I'm feeling great now. Daisy did an amazing job, and we're all proud of her. Black Jose Press or die.
Okay. Next up, we have Outstanding Graphic Novel, presented by Jonathan Bayless.
Hey, people. The nominees for Outstanding Graphic Novel are Ducks by Kate Beaton, Mimosa by Archie Bongiovanni, Last Chance to Find Duke by Shang Zhang, Nervosa by Haley Gold, and The Man in the Macintosh Suit by Rina Ayuyang. The brick goes to, oh Canada, Ducks, Kate Beaton. Here's Warren.
I am not Kate Beaton. Okay. Kate first came here in 2009. Her Hark a Vagrant was like this huge success. And she brought the single heaviest box of books to the show that year. She sold all of them, 120. And over the course of the 2 days, she was selling a book every 6 minutes for someone who'd never had any advertising. And I'm proud to go ahead and read you something from Kate. Thank you for this. SPX was one of the first comic shows I ever went to and holds a special place in my heart. I miss going. I miss seeing everyone and seeing the new artists and feeling the positive energy. For many years, going to SPX felt like going to comics homecoming. It's a lot harder for me to drop in with a young family to take care of, but to receive this Ignatz Awards feels a little bit like being part of things. It is a meaningful award for me. Thank you so much. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time. Kate.
Okay, this is our last award of the evening, which is Outstanding Artist, which will be presented by Ronald Wimberly.
All right, so the nominees for Outstanding Artist are, okay, there they go. Caroline Cash, Pee Poo Poo. Number 420 by Silver Sprocket. Kurt Merlo, That Distant Fire, with J.R. Hutto by Black Eye Books, or from Black Eye Books. Benjamin Shipper's Joe, Death, and the Graven Image from Dark Horse Comics. Olivia Stevens. Darlin and Her Other Names, self-published. And finally, Noah Van Sciver, Joseph Smith and the Mormons, from Abrams Comics. And the brick goes to Darlin and Her Other Names by Olivia Stevens.
You stay coming over here. Hey. You'll make me drop the fucking brick, though. All right.
You want me to read?
Hey, somebody hold the brick, though.
Hold the brick.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I got the brick.
All right, bet. I
got the brick. Woo! Oh my God. Oh my God.
I know.
First off, we're not Olivia. Just getting that clear.
We're not Olivia.
We're just black. But Olivia sent us out here to accept this, so I'm shaking. Whew! I'm shaking right now. Olivia, if you're watching this, we love you. Congratulations. Expect some flowers soon. I'm going to be sending you some flowers, because while you're living, you're going to get your flowers, girl. Whew. Okay, whew. I'm ready to go. So Olivia writes, in case of winning, please read this. So first off, thank you to my beautiful friends currently reading this and accepting this brick on my behalf. I am so grateful for your generosity, talent, and tenderness, and the myriad ways you make this world a wonderful place to live in. Thank you. Oh no, you're good. Whew. Thank you to all my family, chosen and biological, for your unconditional love and support when I quit traditional publishing in order to pursue the heart's work and make this comic on my own. Thank you to all the organizers, volunteers, and supporters of SPX and the Ignatz Awards, and to the Ignatz judges for all of your hard work and the tireless commitment to celebrating independent comics. Thank you to Ignatz voters, patrons, and comic readers. Thank you to everyone who had read and enjoyed Darlin and Her Other Names so far. It remains a complete honor and profound miracle to move another person with something I've made. Thank you to every cartoonist in the room and beyond it for continuing to create anything at all with the odds stacked against us like this. In these precedented times, we can remain confident that art plays an essential role in our collective liberation based on how poorly it's funded and how much fascists fucking hate it. May we all endeavor to keep making our terrible, beautiful, angry, happy, disgusting art that keeps a fascist motherfucking up at night. Thank you to the ancestors, those known and those lost to violence of history, for being with me always. And lastly, thank you, Glenda Kimmel, the first person I ever called Darlin. I miss you every day.
You take this second one.
Yeah.
You're the best, Olivia. Love you. I think that's a wonderful way to close this awards ceremony. Thank you again, presenters, congratulations, winners, and everyone that is here. Everyone have a great evening. Thank you all very much.
All right, so we have the prom is back, okay? So downstairs, down here by the White Flint room, Kelly and Claire and Tony and the prom crowd have put something together. All the desserts are down there, so someone will come down after getting the munchies from being upstairs outside on the veranda. And upstairs, there'll be waiters coming around with finger foods and stuff like that. So, and there'll be bars and, cash bars in both places. So, after you go ahead and cop a good buzz out on the veranda, go. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, it is legal in the state of Maryland. So enjoy whichever way you like to go. Thank you.